Yo, what's happening, man? You feel me? It's your boy Finesse Dog. You did. We back again with another one, man. We gonna keep that trend going upwards of content. We gonna keep only trending up. You dig? January we went crazy. We done went viral. You feel me? On Instagram. So we gonna keep posting and we gonna keep the content rolling. It's all about growth. It's all about growth, man. Appreciate everybody that's been tapping in with the content. Hey, these reaction videos, hey, they've been doing pretty better than I thought. You feel me, on this channel. So we're gonna keep them rolling. Obviously we're gonna keep dropping gameplay. We ain't never gonna stop playing the game. We gotta keep playing the game. But hey, we gonna keep this motion rolling. You dig? Hey, if you like the content, like the videos up, you feel me, sub up. If you see this video and you fuck with me, sub up, you feel me, because we only gonna keep it moving. We gonna check out this Battlefield gameplay, you feel me. So we gonna keep this thing moving, you feel me. Hey, we need some new Battlefield. We need some new Battlefield. It's been bad. It's been bad. We all we stuck with is Call of Duty, and we got some other games out here, but it's really just COD in terms of the military shooter space, and that's it. So hey, we need some Battlefield. We need them to get back in shape because it's time. It's time. You feel me? So let's get into this Jack Frags, man. We ain't gonna yap crazy. We just gonna get right into the content. Let's go and get it, man. This new Jack Frags. It's Jack Frags talking about that new Battlefield. Let's see if we got some good things to look forward to. Hey, man, we need something to compete against Call of Duty badly. Call of Duty has been on a downward spiral, lost about half of its player base on Steam, probably lost a lot of the player base on console too. It's a lot of people still playing, but it's a lot of people that left because it's just bad out here for these shooters right now. For a lot of gaming, it's bad out here because a lot of soft monopolies going on. You feel me? It's a lot of gaming companies having a lot of soft monopolies because the competition is just not out here. A lot of these games that were competition in the past really haven't been on their game. They really haven't been on their game. So it's caused all the gaming companies that were on their game in certain what you call that? Like say like Activision, they got Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been pretty popular consistently for a long time. You feel me? Unlike Battlefield, so they've been able to kind of monopolize the military shooter genre because other games just haven't stacked up. There's some contenders out there, but they just haven't stacked up to the level of COD or like a Battlefield, which once was a AAA contender, one of the top. A lot of people thought Battlefield was better than COD back in the day. So, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get some competition out here, man, because games like Call of Duty, they've been able to do whatever they want, treat the consumer however they want without having to worry about the consumer going elsewhere. So hopefully this new Battlefield gameplay is pretty good. Let's get into it.
New Battlefield gameplay footage just dropped. It's not much, but it does give us a sense of the art style and combat
I'm liking
in
it
the
right now.
multiplayer game. Let's take a look. This is a few seconds from a video recently posted on the Battlefield YouTube channel.
This is supposedly the next Battlefield, at least
the game.
small
the new labs playtesting
gameplay footage from the next Battlefield.
So in the pre-alpha gameplay clip, we can see a very gritty, realistic looking environment, potentially set in the Middle East. We know that the new game will have
I like it right now.
setting. That's how to think
looking
about
real
this. We see
OG Battlefield, like Bad Company and whatnot, Bad Company 3 and whatnot.
Behind it.
I'm liking it.
Seen carrying a backpack, assault rifle, and some kind of face covering. The point of view, whoever is playing here, reloads an M4A1 carbine with a foregrip and a hollow sight, weapon customization. It's probably back. In the next clip, the tank fires a shot into the building on the right while other soldiers run and also take cover. Moving on now.
I like the graphics. The graphics look crazy, but that's, you know,
a covered path.
Battlefield's always been pretty good with the graphics.
Fly all around them. Plenty of kinetic energy in this scene.
That boy in the front ducking and dodging right now.
Maybe alluding to more battle chatter as you play. A squad of soldiers then run down the center of the street towards a wrecked bus and past burning tank traps. Some kind of grenade or rocket explodes near them, sending a shockwave of shrapnel and smoke through the air.
That should look crazy.
The facade of a building then crumbles down to the ground.
Yeah, destruction. That's one of the big things from Battlefield that people love, that destruction, man.
As an RPG at a building, causing the whole frontage of it to burst and begin to crumble.
Can't camp a Battlefield like that. They'll blow the whole building off, even blow the whole face of the building off, have you exposed now for real.
Fashion.
Yeah,
One
with
of
a
the
tank.
soldiers the player runs past here also
Tank
features
shell
some
and
kind of
shit.
ghillie helmet or netting on their helmet for camouflage. This could
Word.
be a recon character, as we know that classes are returning for the new game.
Indeed.
And that's about it. In total, around 8 to 10 seconds of gameplay.
Little small
the
gameplay.
music is from Battlefield 3, the main theme as far as I can tell. And
Word.
after seeing this clip, that's the vibe that I got in general. Almost an updated version of Battlefield 3, bringing it to modern standards of graphics and audio. There's clearly an emphasis on violent explosive combat. The destruction here looked very detailed too. And maybe rubble drops are back based on that clip where you can fire a rocket at a wall and then damage players underneath that the rubble
Boy,
might
imagine
fall
having
onto.
a piece of a
An
building
observation
fall
I
on
made
top of
here
you.
is that it
You're
looks like
over
they've
with.
got rid of tactical sprint, as
Nah,
no
for
one in the
real.
whole video does that thing where they hold their gun up and starts moving at maximum pace. So perhaps it'll be just sprint for this game.
I mean, it might
The
be in there.
animations
It's
certainly
a
look and feel
early
a bit weightier
gameplay,
and
pre-alpha.
grounded too.
Might be tactical
Before we
sprint. Might
get
be in
onto
there. That's all I
Battlefield
do.
Labs, there were a
Tac
few
sprint.
more snippets of gameplay and assets
Feel
in
me?
the background throughout the video, but it's mostly blurred or on screens in the background, so it's hard to make out. However, we did see work in progress destruction. We saw some
Word.
soldier models with goggles. You do hear more Battlefield
That's one
3
thing
style.
that Battlefield doesn't really do that Call of Duty does. The operators, I feel like they got to do a better job at making cool operators, even things people could work for, even if it's not some type of microtransaction that you could buy in the store, which I think they do have that. But Call of Duty or even Fortnite, Fortnite is killing with the different skins that you can have. They're way better than everybody else right now in terms of that category. But yeah, the operators in COD are way better than like Battlefield, way better. They get people to buy and put that money up, you feel me? But yeah, let's see. Hopefully in the future, Battlefield will get better with that.
Call outs from soldiers, shouting, swearing, etc. There's a
Yeah, I
model
mean-
of a Black Hawk too. We did see this in a previous concept art, so these could be returning as transport vehicles.
Even I
Now
guess
then,
call it
Battlefield Labs,
Battlefield
what is it?
keeps
This
it more
is a new
traditional,
playtest
which is like
initiative for the
straight
game, and they said a few things about it
war-looking
towards
operators,
the end
nothing
of the
goofy.
video. The
So I'm not
developers
really
say that
mad at
they've
it.
been prototyping and playtesting a lot, which ultimately led them to Battlefield Labs, which is a new development initiative where players will get to test specific focus areas in the game. Think of
Word.
it like a new version of CTE, but before the game is out. Some interesting quotes from the video were the following. They've done similar things in the past, but this is another level. It's before we launch the
Another
game with so much
level.
more content. It's an
Word.
exciting way for us to interact with our audience before things go live and make sure what we have is really fun and polished.
As
All
you
the new
should.
features will be tested: combat, weapons, maps, modes, vehicles, gadgets.
See, and that's the key. Like, you got to test it. You got to test it thoroughly before you put it out and make people spend $70 on a game that's not really either done or just half-assed or just not ready. You know, you got to test it. You got to bring the people in, bring some folks in that's going to give real constructive criticism, not just going to shit on the game, but also keep it real, you know, because we got to have that. We got to have that bridge between these dev teams, these people, obviously the companies that are in charge of the overall overseeing of these games where these devs work, you know what I'm saying, which these devs work on. They got the last say so because it's about profitability at the end of the day. They trying to make $1, even though I feel like they're going about it the completely wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because the business models, while they've changed, it's pretty much the same. Like, give the people a product that they can go out and have fun on and actually be worth the dollar amount that you're charging, and people are going to bring the money every time. People are going to want to purchase a good game every single time. If you're a real gamer, you see something that's good, you're going to purchase it like we did in the past. So it's like, I don't understand how we've gone away from that and how we're just trying to force feed these games to people in hopes that they spend that $70 when they're actually not ready and they're actually worth half, you know. But yeah, hopefully they bring the right people in to test it, because we need that. We need that bad.
We can try different things, but also validate what players are expecting
Like,
from
let's make
Battlefield.
gaming
Feedback is
again.
crucial
Gaming
in helping
again. Like,
learn
let's
what to
do it. Like,
prioritize,
please.
what needs improvement, what feels like a
Let's
true
do what needs to be
Battlefield
done.
experience. And finally, the game is pre-alpha right now, so they feel now is the right time to test all of the experiences they're building for upcoming launch and beyond. At the
Word.
end of this section in the video, they said that if you want to learn more, you can join their Discord, and there's a sign-up link. So,
I might
what
try
are
to
the
sign up.
implications
Might try to
here?
sign up,
I think
test
the
that
first
game
thing
out, you
worth
dig?
noting is
Got
that
that
the game is
PC
still
now, you feel me?
pre-alpha
So
right now.
we can
It
do some
doesn't have an
things.
official title yet. You can't pre-order it. You can't buy it. It doesn't even have a release date. So
Right.
perhaps late this year for full release. Perhaps even next year. We don't know yet. This
I'd say
also
probably like next
potentially
year. I don't know
signals
if
a
it's gonna
change
be
of
ready
behavior
that
if
quick.
they're being true to their
That'd be
words.
crazy.
Mass testing
Battlefield this
online
year?
with players this early on in development and before launch has not been done before for Battlefield, to my knowledge. We all know how bad the launch of
Right.
Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042 went.
Bad.
Many technical issues and design
Hey
choices.
man, after like Battlefield 1, it's downward spiral. You dig downward trend every single time. So it's like, hopefully they get this right, because 2042 has some potential. It had a lot of fun things and a lot of fun elements in it. It just wasn't.
That did not deliver for fans.
You know what I'm saying? It just
Battlefield
ain't, when it came out, it just
2042
wasn't
suffered
right.
greatly from this. For me personally, I first played BF 2042
Word.
in the technical playtest, which was mid-August in 2021.
Like,
that was just on
Like, check out my my Battlefield gameplay I put on the channel, but like it had some cool things about it, like the weather effects, like the big tornadoes, like that was cool, like the big sandstorms. That was fire. So it had some good elements in it. You feel me?
the orbital map with
But
great
it just wasn't
cool
ready.
characters, a few weapons and
Like,
vehicles.
look, the big
I think that
tornadoes,
lasted
that's
about
hard.
45
That's
minutes.
crazy.
The next time I played was the
Sucking up
beta
everything,
in October
no Diddy.
2021 with everyone else, and we
Look,
were
the
told
big
that it was a 3-month
sandstorms.
old version of the game. The game then released
This
a
map,
month
I love
later
this
in
map.
November 2021, and the glaring issues were still present.
Luckily, I
but
got
they still
Battlefield
went ahead with the
2042 for
launch.
free.
For the
Nah,
new
for
title,
real.
bringing many
I ain't
players in
paid
this
for it.
early could help in a lot of different ways. It will definitely help in terms of identifying technical problems, map
Word.
glitches, balance,
I think I got the same
anti-cheat,
headphones.
expectations,
No, I
etc.
don't got the same
But as far
headphones.
as game
Wait, do
design
I?
goes, I suppose it depends
the
on
same
how
headphones
willing
they're using.
Battlefield are to address
have the
crucial
same headphones
feedback
they're using
and
in
make
the video.
changes. That
Got the
remains to be
Sony,
seen.
the
I would be
N-Zone.
skeptical about this too, because even though the gameplay clip they showed in the video today will excite many people, and the things that they're saying are ticking a lot of boxes, remember that many
Right.
people were blown away by the reveal trailer for Battlefield 2042,
Yeah, I remember the
which
trailer.
again looked incredible, felt like Battlefield, but the reality of the gameplay experience was very different. Some of the gameplay snippets I picked up from the video, they mentioned Breakthrough, obviously a very popular mode, so highly likely to
Breakthrough.
return. You do see a shot of an interact prompt on an objective too, so that might be Rush. They mentioned helicopters crashing into buildings,
remember playing
roofs
Rush
dropping
back
on
in
your
the
head,
day.
and jets. So it would seem tanks, as we saw, helis and jets will all be there to some degree. There was another
sure.
big announcement in the video to Battlefield Studios. They said that they've never before had this many teams and talent dedicated to Battlefield and are planning to create a new
Could
and
be a good
exciting
thing, a
future
great
for the
thing.
franchise. Battlefield Studios are 4 studios working together on the new game. You've got DICE in Stockholm, Sweden, responsible for the multiplayer part of the game. Destruction, class play, squad play, vehicles, gadgets,
Alright,
all of the
multiplayer.
underlying systems that drive that experience. Motive in Montreal, they're working on multiplayer maps and single-player mission content, planning to deliver a cinematic experience.
Right.
LA, Ripple Effect, quote, working on an experience that's really going to open Battlefield up to a whole group of new players, but really still exciting that core audience that has made this franchise so successful. Long-standing rumors and speculation, it's a bit of a no-brainer, insinuate that this will be a
Battle
free-to-play
Royale.
Battle Royale experience.
That's the thing,
Fingers
like-
crossed that it is set.
You feel me? I guess it's a good thing that all these studios or these dev teams under this Battlefield umbrella, under, you know what I'm saying, this EA Battlefield umbrella, I guess it's a good thing they'll be trying to work together, because that's one thing that's wrong with Call of Duty. They got all these dev teams working against each other that all have a different vision for what Call of Duty should be. So every time a game comes out, the next iteration is different because they feel like, oh, well, we should do it this way. And when they integrate these games into each other from one game to the next, it's issues. Same with Warzone. Warzone can't really be great until either they separate it or until there's like one vision for it, because it's like them integrating these different CODs into Warzone every time is issues across the board, because they're all different. All these Infinity Ward, they feel like the game should play like this, but then the folks who made Black Ops, Treyarch, they feel like the game should play like that. Infinity Ward, they done took the movement out at one point, and then we got Treyarch, they done added probably the best movement Call of Duty's ever had. So it's like different visions.
Separate from the main game though. Ripple Effect were also
Sometimes
the
it
driving
can,
force on Portal for
mess the
BF
game up.
2042, which was woefully underdeveloped and
This
represented.
had good potential.
No mention of that in the new video, sadly, but
This game
I'd love
had-
to
that,
see it
game
come
mode
back,
had good
as
potential.
The potential for that was huge.
Facts.
And then the final
Different
studio
eras
is
playing against each
Criterion,
other.
based in the UK. They've been
Like, it's almost like you can play multiple Battlefield games within Battlefield 2042. Like, you can go back and play like old games. Like, it was hard.
supporting Battlefield for a
Definitely had fun
decade,
in that mode.
and they are now classed as a fully fledged partner, mainly focusing on the single player experience. The campaign is back for Battlefield.
Word.
I'd love to see the campaign focus more on a single squad again, like it used to, rather than the war stories that we had in BF1 and BF5. You didn't really get much chance to learn or care about the characters. But when you think about Bad Company 2, BF3, the squad
Bad Company was
dynamic
that.
there with the narrative, it's so important to how that feels. That's about it. That's all the info that I could squeeze out of this one. As always, do let me know your thoughts below on the new gameplay clips, the Battlefield Labs thing too. Try your luck. The website to sign up has just gone live, and it says that it will be
You might try to sign up. You might try to sign up.
Puzzle, and they'll be testing Conquest and Breakthrough.
Might get to test something.
If you want to get involved, there's a sign up now link on the website.
I never tested nothing before. We're going to test these games.
To a few thousand participants with servers located in Europe and North America. Over time, they're going to invite tens of thousands more with support for further territories.
Try to get in there.
With that said, I'm off for today. Thanks for watching. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if
Jack Frag, good video, you dig? Hey, these gaming reaction videos have been doing pretty well on this channel too, so we're gonna keep doing these, you feel me? But I just want to check out. I seen something about some new Battlefield gameplay. Like I said, Jack Frags, he really the FPS god, you feel me? He be heavy on the FPS information, so I'm gonna tap in. But yeah, hopefully Battlefield can get back right and can compete with COD, because like I said, man, it seems like there's a real monopoly, like a soft monopoly, not really, but because obviously there really isn't one, but it's like a soft monopoly on gaming right now when it comes to FPS shooters, military shooters, sports games. It's like in some of these categories, it's really one dominating franchise, and it's kind of annoying. It's like you got Call of Duty that's really ahead in the space of military shooters. And there's, like I said, there's some others down bottom starting to bubble up a little bit, but Call of Duty is really the only AAA military shooter title, which is why people buy it still, because there's almost no options, or at least they don't want to try the other options. You know what I'm saying? They just used to Call of Duty, so they keep going back. And you got in the sports category of like basketball, you only got 2K. You feel me? You got 2K. So it's like, and it's like the licensing to get the NBA license is a lot. It costs a lot of money, millions of dollars. So it's like for NBA Live to fail and to have to bring it back and spend all that money, it's like almost like 2K has a small monopoly on that part of the market with basketball games, and people want to play, so people still play 2K even though it's not that great. You know what I'm saying? 2K lost a lot of its player base this past iteration too. I just seen 2K 65% off. It's February already, 65% off. That's how you know they lost a lot of people. You feel me? I didn't even get 2K this year. You know what I'm saying? But when these gaming companies, when they don't have no competition, they start making all this money because you're the only place we can come to enjoy some type of simulation basketball experience. They just get to do whatever they want, and then once they make the money, they just have these things in place to keep trying to just squeeze. I was about to say policies, but not really policies. But they got these practices in place to try to just squeeze as much money out of these consumers as much as they can, because once they've done it, they feel like they can keep doing it, and they don't really got no competition, so they're not really in a rush to improve either. So it's not even like we're getting our bang for our buck. We're getting half-ass gameplay for $70 full price, and it's bad. So hopefully some of these EA, I guess specifically because they make NBA Live and they make Battlefield. Hopefully we can get some competition in these different categories of gaming, because right now it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's bad. It's like creativity is really dying, and when it comes to diversity, it's not really diverse out here. You feel me? So yeah, man, we ain't gonna spend too much time yapping. We just trying to get our shit off. But hey man, if you like the video, like it up. Like I said, W information from Jack Frags. You feel me? We're gonna keep the content rolling. You feel me? Check out my last couple videos. You feel me? Sub up if you fuck with me. You did. We're gonna keep the content rolling all big 2025. So, you know what I'm saying, we out. Let's get it.